Hello and welcome to another episode of the FullTime15 Podcast. This week we are previewing game week 16 of the Premier League. Match days on Saturday, Sunday, and we got a Monday night fixture this week, which always seems to be Man United at the moment. But there we go. We'll be previewing all of those games during this episode. But before we get into all of that, I'm obviously joined by my co-host Robin. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm
doing fine. I'm doing fine. Trying to prepare for Christmas. It's what is it? Yeah, it is. We're trying to get a bit Christmassy in here, but I don't know. It's historically bad. I have no Christmas feeling at all.
No Buble playing in the background.
No,
fire burning.
we're short on the Michaels.
Oh
No,
no!
but I'm actually crammed in here with Christmas gifts and presents here. So got a little bit of feeling maybe, but until it really comes, I don't know. I struggle more for each year.
Yeah, but I think it's different for you this year on parental leave, mate. You're not getting those last shifts in before the Christmas break.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? That it's drawing in. You're just waking up every day and hating your life.
Yeah, I mean, 10 plus Celsius degrees, it doesn't help either.
No, it's crazy, right?
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is what it is. But I do have a beer today because it's Friday and we're doing the preview today. So
We
I'll
doing
bring you
it.
the River Lager today. The
Well,
River
let me
Lager
see
today.
that. I've told you this
Fine.
a million times, mate. Put it in front of
I
your
have a
head.
green screen by air.
Put it in front of your head. There we go. There we go. We don't have to do it quite like
Looks
that.
looks like a fucking wanker now. Anyway, River Lager is a local beer. It's just from basically around the corner. Well, it takes like around the corner, 20 minutes to drive maybe. But it's as always, it's a bright lager. Um, it's filtered, but it looks a little bit unfiltered.
It's got
Mm.
shit in it.
Yeah, but it looks like a little bit like apple juice.
It,
It's
it
not,
looks
but
it does look very nice actually, to be fair. Put it in front of your head, mate.
yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's golden.
It's cold. It's super cold as well. But do you know if you can see these sort of bubbles clutch onto to the inside of the glass,
Hmm.
that means the glass is probably a little bit dirty. So if you don't get any, then okay. So it's a clean glass of that is fantastic, and this happens to be like super duper clean and like fucking oh mate, it's perfect. Anyway, so if you see the bubbles, going into a restaurant, something that is for me, it's absolutely disgusting. Send it back. New one. Boom. How are you?
Mate, that's a tip and a half for people for the listeners, mate. That's a tip and a half. Uh,
Mhm.
Fantastic. No, I'm doing good, mate. Doing
More to
good.
come, probably. Okay, whatever. What you'll be a place.
I am speechless. That's
Right.
there's this
I love you.
there is the gimmick of you cutting me off every week when you ask how I'm doing, but you've never
Do I
said
cut you off when you
you have
what?
never gone that far.
News to me.
Dagger to the heart. Dagger to the heart. That one. But yeah, I
Love
have
it.
actually got a beer, mate, and I've gone a little bit further afield for this one. This one comes
Yes.
from the Asian continent.
Not the Kiran Ichiban again. Asahi. That's happened before, though.
It has, mate, but I believe we never published those episodes, so
Oh, okay.
we've
Right.
got this one very topical because obviously big sponsors of Man City. So want to give this
Stretch.
wow, want to give this a little go
Yeah.
and see. I have had it before. Don't remember if I liked it or not. So
Yeah, but it's another day. It's another week. It's another preview. It's another sort of setting for you as well, because that
yeah,
can make a lot of difference. Anyway, so all right, perfect. Cheers.
cheers, mate. Appreciate you. All the best. Lovely little tipple on a Friday to kickstart the weekend. Uh, you know.
It's what we do. Yeah. Sitting,
Before we get into the predictions, just want
drink,
to do some
drinking on a Saturday
housekeeping.
morning. Right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. This goes out Saturday morning. So just for you eagle-eyed listeners, we are not drinking Saturday morning. This is a Friday episode that gets released Saturday morning, 7 o'clock in Sweden, 6 o'clock in the UK.
Yeah, does have a sense of popcorn. I don't know. That's just my nose, or if that's the thing with this beer. I don't know. Anyway, the River Lager, I believe you can just get in Sweden at the moment. So,
well, listen, mate, that's a free ad that these people have got. So you want to get them on the phone, mate, for a little bloody ad.
Maybe we should actually just take a photo of each beer we do every week and just post it on X and just a little info and then
rating.
Yeah, maybe. Whatever. Let's move on to the good stuff.
Yes, and like I said, a bit of housekeeping before we start, mate. Just to go through, as we mentioned, the results of last week's predictions. Finished 4-3 to me there, so currently 4-1 up in the series. How do you feel about that before we get on, mate? I don't know if you feel a bit sour, to be fair. The facial expressions I'm getting a hint of sourness from it, bitter maybe.
Yeah. It's spot on. Move on.
Where are we headed first, mate, this week? And if you say the South Coast, mate, I'm
no. We actually, I don't think there's any game on the South Coast this week. No, there isn't at all.
Fantastic.
We can head there though if you want to, because it's beautiful, at times. Anyway, no. We're starting with the Blue Cartel meeting. Charlton, Chelsea, Everton.
Charlton have been promoted to the Premier League,
and and they are blue nowadays. Okay, perfect. No, so is this the last game for Caicedo being out?
No, I think he's got one more, hasn't he?
Oh, is it? Okay.
No, don't quote. Well, hold on, don't quote me on that, mate. The way you looked at me there was like, I need to double check this.
It just feels like this. Well, no,
it is. Yeah, it's the last game.
It has to be. Yeah.
Leeds, Bournemouth, and then obviously this one. So this is.
Yeah, and then looking at their results, it's quite evident that he's been vital to that midfield, and he's a super duper player. Not as good as Declan Rice, but that's for another podcast, another day maybe. But vital important for them, obviously. Common have just arrived back from Italy, where they came away with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And playing an Everton team in form. It's I don't know. It's a tricky time to face Everton, I think. And now they come here to the Stamford Bridge and they sort of like Leeds, they come here with no fear, nothing to lose, attitude basically. And I truly believe they can get, at least a point. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, Everton in cracking form coming into it. Four wins in 5. Only defeat was that home blip against Newcastle. And Chelsea are in poor form, as you mentioned. They went to Atalanta and picked up no points. Obviously, got a draw away to Bournemouth, where I think they were fairly fortunate to pick up a point there. And then obviously the defeat at Leeds, and obviously the Stamford Bridge battle, where they were very, very good that day. To be fair to them, especially with 10 men. But since then they've gone on 3 games without a win. Everton coming into it with all the confidence, like you say, they've got no fear going there, especially the way that they're playing.
Well, they come in with no fear, but actually they come in with quite some confidence.
Yeah, 100%.
They know that they can do something. So, yeah. What do you reckon result-wise then? Final results.
Well, this is important because this is the last game week before players head off to the African Cup of Nations, and obviously
Oh,
NGI.
it's already
Huh?
okay. Is it already? I mean,
Yeah.
I
So
mean, doesn't it start until that doesn't start until January, isn't it? So
I think that if I read it correctly, the 15th of December was when the associations, of when FIFA gave everyone the deadline to release their players to the teams. 'Cause obviously they got to play friendlies and all the
oh,
rest of
okay,
it
yeah,
before
just a little warm up
before
thing
yeah.
there. Okay, sure.
So and Iliman Ndiaye is a massive player for Everton. Um, Obviously a big player for
Yeah,
Senegal as well, so he's going to be there.
that's quite.
hmm Um,
Yeah, love it.
so yeah, you completely
Well,
cut out there,
but yeah,
mate. That was absolutely golden. What you just said. You literally started to say something a little bit like this, and then you went brilliant, love it, and then that's when you
I
came
did
back.
say something, but I don't think you heard it. So
We did not, mate, and it's probably for the best. I know you
yeah,
don't
that's a little
fancy
bit
it.
on the edge, maybe. Not really, because we're just facts. But anyway, let's. Okay, so what's the what do you
Prediction?
reckon? Yeah,
Prediction for me, I'm gonna go for. Listen, purely on the basis that Everton always fucking let me down one way or the other. I back them and they lose, and I don't back them and they
yeah,
win. So
okay. Mm.
I am gonna back a draw in this one. I'm gonna go 1-1 and hope that Everton win.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Yeah, that's exactly as well. Yeah, 1-1. Exactly my thoughts. So
Okay,
that's fun.
that's fun. Great
Um,
start. Great start to that. If we just,
yeah,
brilliant.
people love it when people love this when just podcasters when they agree.
Just a great.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay,
listen.
so mm,
Moving on to Liverpool. Is it Liverpool Brighton next?
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Also, they were also away in Italy. Liverpool got away with a win with a penalty there. But that, even though it didn't look like a really good game to watch. Especially as a neutral, just looking at the stats, because the expected goals were like point two to like point three or something.
Mm.
But then obviously they got the penalty, Liverpool, and then so the expected goal thing they went up, and that's that's when those stats when they get skewed a little bit, as you like to mention, and
Mm.
yeah. But anyway, it can actually prove to be quite important for them just to get a win. Also it's been talk about them doing it without Mohamed Salah and whatever. I enough said about the Mohamed Salah on the slot situation, I think. But yeah, I mean, a win is a win, and that's what football is about. So scoring more goals than your opposition for the day. So, but yeah, that being said, Brighton do still they do well against bigger teams.
Mm-hmm.
But also last weekend, was it, or was it? Yeah, last weekend when they played West Ham on the Sunday, they came away just with the point.
Mm-hmm.
But West Ham aren't considered as one of the bigger teams in England, so this is a totally different game for Brighton. Liverpool coming in there with somewhat confidence, maybe, and they know that they can obviously win this one like 2-3-0, maybe. But then Brighton on the counter attacks and tend to do well against the bigger teams, as I said. So yeah, pretty cool one as well. Brighton to at least score for me. Um, haven't really set the prediction yet, but we'll see what happens after you have said what you need to say.
Oh, fantastic. I appreciate that, mate. No, listen. I think Brighton, having a very, very good season. Obviously, last weekend they dropped points. Against Crystal Palace. Against Crystal Palace, against West Ham. Sorry that you
West Ham, yeah.
mentioned. And the week before that against Villa at home, they lost. So they hit a little bit of a dip in form, but they're having a very good season regardless. I think they'll be disappointed with the West Ham game, absolutely, because it was obviously
Yeah.
the way that panned out. Not great for them. But listen, it's a 92nd minute, 93rd minute equaliser, whatever it was. Maybe that's what they need to lift them, to give them a bit, of impetus now going to Anfield. Again, very similar to Everton now. They're going to an Anfield, not of an Anfield of last season where nobody, picks up anything, nobody walks away with anything. They're going to an Anfield now where they've seen Forest go there and dismantle Liverpool 3-0. They've seen other teams go there and take the game to Liverpool. So
No, but it's now they actually came away with a win in Italy, and so that can be definitely like a confidence booster for Liverpool. But
for
that
sure.
could be like a devil in disguise sort of thing, I think, because then Liverpool obviously come in with a little bit of more confidence, moving forward, maybe a little bit more than they should. And then Brighton, they are dangerous on the counter attacks, and Danny Welbeck looked to score again. Hasn't scored for the last couple of games, so he'll be up for it.
Yeah, and they obviously picked a result at Chelsea. Obviously, Chelsea had a man sent off, and that kind of swung that game.
Yeah,
But
3-1.
that was, big for them. Liverpool haven't actually lost in 4 games now, albeit a crisis, so to speak, in air quotes, that they're going through. They haven't lost in 4 games. Now they have played, let's be honest, West Ham and Leeds away, who you'd expect them to win those games. Obviously beat West Ham, didn't beat Leeds. Played Sunderland at home, you'd expect them to win that game, regardless of the form that Sunderland are on. But the one in Inter is like you say, is massive. Regardless of the game state, regardless of how it went, tactical battle, regardless that was a penalty in the last 5-10 minutes of the game, they go away with the win that puts them in a good position in the Champions League, and it's a big confidence booster for them. And maybe it's what they need, that spark to come into this Brighton game and dispatch them kind of 2-3-0. There is still that cloud. I know you just said you're fed up of talking about Salah, but because he's still there, technically, there's that. Is it going to overshadow the whole game in terms of in the build-up? Is he part of the squad? Is he back in the squad? Is he being left out? He's going to AFCON in a few days. Is it worth bringing him back in just for the game? Is it worth leaving him out? What happens after AFCON? What happens then? Does it become a bigger issue? So there's that aspect and element to it as well, and how the players react to it. But for me, barring a crazy, Brighton performance where they win 2-1 or something like that, I think I'll play safe and I'll go with a 2-1 Liverpool win.
Yeah.
You say same. I'm gonna go.
That was my thought, but okay, Liverpool might go on and win this, but Brighton to score at least. Well, I can't do the same now.
Well, you can, because it'll be cheap.
Yeah,
It'll be cheaper for us to do the betting. If we have 10 correct the same scores, mate, it'll be half price on the bets we do for the correct scores every week.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
2-2 then.
Oh, so you've completely aborted mission on Liverpool winning the game.
Yeah, I thought so at first, but then he's going to go 2-1 maybe. But yeah, I'm just going to shut up about that. But
This
Brighton,
is what happens when you're a gentleman and you pass me the baton to do the first prediction, okay? So just remember that for the next one. 2-2.
Sure. Yeah.
2-2.
Oh yeah.
2-1.
Next one is Burnley Fulham, and this is quite an interesting one actually.
Turf Moor.
Turf Moor. It is, yeah, for this one. I mean, Fulham coming from a really good set of results, but but it feels a little bit typical for Fulham to maybe lose points, where they shouldn't. Actually, you can't really trust them, I feel. Even though, as I said, they've been doing quite well, in the last 3 games. Is it? Maybe.
Last 4 games, they've won 2, lost 2. They obviously lost 5-4 to City, and then they did get beat by.
Yeah, but that's still good. And then
it was a very good second half performance from Fulham, has to be said.
Yeah, and they won against Sunderland at home. They won Tottenham away.
Mm-hmm.
Not really a big issue, seems like, but anyway. Now, whoops. Kyle Walker, I think will be out for Burnley, and that meant, he's lost his speed a little bit, but that obviously comes with age. But they have this other play out as well, Perez. I don't know who it is, but I think it's a starter.
Mm-hmm. Lucas Perez.
Definitely, yeah. So 2 players definitely out for Burnley, which will probably benefit Fulham.
Mm-hmm.
But Burnley are doing better. They're doing better now. Than the last Premier League season that they've been up. We've been talking about that for quite some time now. And these are the games that they are looking to win, and these are the games that they are, on paper able to win. Mm-hmm. I feel so. I'm not really backing Burnley to win, maybe, but I can just see that Fulham won't walk away with 3 points.
Yeah, I am on the same buzz, same boat, same thought process as you, in terms of I'm not confident in Fulham here. They've been in good form in terms of, like you say, picking up the 2 wins there, and then great performance against City, albeit they lost, and then the Palace game at home. They obviously got beat there to a late Mark Gahey goal. If Burnley pick up points, for me, they pick up points at home.
Yeah.
If Fulham are poor away from home, I think they picked up like 3 or 4 points all season away from home.
Would it have been, if it would have been the reverse fixture, I would go Fulham all the way. But exactly. it's a completely different thing now. So
I mean, the Perez red card, not a massive thing for Burnley. I think that was his first start, actually.
Oh, was it? Okay.
When he got sent off.
Right. Kyle Walker, big issue then?
Kyle Walker, yes. Obviously, they've got Hannibal suspended for however many games by the FA for his misconduct. He is someone who has been starting a little bit, but getting mostly his minutes from the bench, so not a massive loss. But for me, I don't know. It's tricky because I'm gonna
leave you with the first prediction, because it would be astonishing if you go the same with me, same as me. So, because I have a prediction in my head now, and please, you go ahead with yours though.
I am gonna go with a 2-0 Burnley win.
Yeah. Right. 3-2 to Burnley.
I actually really like that. I can see this being one of those, because it's a late game.
The first late, 5:30 to 6:30 or fucking 11:30, depending on where you are in the world. But yeah,
if you're in Delhi, mate.
Something probably with 30 if you're not way off somewhere.
You're not in the middle of the fucking Pacific Ocean.
Exactly, no. Yeah, but yeah, it's a late game. So I mean, Burnley fans, Saturday night, it could be a fucking mental game. This probably goals on both ends for me. Both will score. Both will obviously then concede. Yeah, 3 to Burnley. It's their time to be on the winning side of their of a game. Yeah.
I do like it.
Moving on then to the late game under the floodlights at the Emirates Stadium. That is the 8 p.m. UK time kickoff. Arsenal Wolverhampton.
Yes, this one is what I said to you 2 podcasts ago, maybe before the Brentford game, where I said someone's due a whooping.
Yeah.
This is this one.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Do you remember I texted you about what I predict for this one during the week? So you can't take that.
Oh, you've already done it. Okay. Well, you start then. You start with yours because I don't want to.
6-0.
6-0. Okay.
Erdogan at least 2.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, it's going to be. No, I mean, well, just a little note of warning here, actually, because I can't. I feel sick to my fucking stomach sometimes, man, because it's still Arsenal. I you know, I've been here before. We've seen Arsenal play before. We've followed them for so many years now. I think I'm coming into my 30th year next year. From when I got my first shirt. So, also Wolverhampton's first win will fucking come sometimes. Sometime. And they will pick up points.
Don't say it.
Well, let me just say we're actually quite lucky. It's at home on Saturday night and not anything else like playing away in Wolverhampton Saturday night or like a Monday night game. It just with the injuries that Arsenal will come into this game with, it's the whole back line, I think. Calafiori, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel out, probably, yeah. Also, Mosquera out. So, with those players being out, with all the injuries, and with the squad that we have at the moment, then we're quite lucky to be playing Club Bruges, is it? In the Champions League, where we would be, it didn't really matter much, that result. It was just about us bouncing back a little bit from the Aston Villa loss there.
Yeah.
And now we're playing fucking Wolverhampton at home Saturday night. So it's 2 really good games for Arsenal to be playing now. To get the days going for the injured players. For them to come back. So actually, we are quite lucky with that. Good timing with injuries, if you can ever say that. But yeah. But, I mean, if we concede, then just make sure you score more than the opposition. So attacking is best defense, as they say. So, yeah. I don't know. I just want to let you in on a bet. Actually, I haven't done it myself, and this was yesterday, I believe. Wolverhampton finishing with more than 10 points, I think. No, below. No, sorry, under 10.5 points for the season. Do you know what the odds are?
On them to finish with less than 10 points, or with 10 points or less.
Yeah.
The odds must be fairly decent in terms of, for you to make a bet on that, because 8 points in, what was it, bloody 23 games?
Yeah, but how they've been playing, they have 2 now, having played, like, is it match week 17th or?
Match week 16.
But 16, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but they're still got, like...
Yeah, I know. And they have a
Teams at home.
new manager as well. Let me just tell you, it's 21 times the money.
Is it?
It's really like super duper high, man. Seriously, 21 times your stake.
Well,
Anyway, just I don't want to don't don't you dare submit that bet before the Arsenal game. And I won't either. I just heard about it. I read about it. I heard about it yesterday. And
you have to though, because that'll be another game ticked off. The odds will go
yeah,
down.
no, I know. It would still be worth it if it's like 15 times your money or whatever. But anyway, no. As I said, I've said it before.
Yeah.
Michael Scott in the office. I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious. So no way I'm doing that before the Arsenal game for them. So anyway, that being said, my prediction is 6-0. So because I have to believe, and you said that Arsenal will win this one quite emphatically. So yeah, so would be on you if they don't. No, seriously.
Because you've gone 6-0, right? I don't see us
They have
conceding.
to. I can't be. They have to. They have to.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like I say, I don't see us conceding, right? Okay. But that being said, I can't go. I either have to go 5-0 or I have to go 7-0. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no in between.
Well, fucking hell, we have confidence.
I mean, I watched the game on Monday night against Man United.
How did you? Okay, I haven't seen a second actually.
It's honestly absolutely ridiculous. Like if you take into consideration that Man United had about 4 or 5 xG, 25 plus shots at home to away to Wolves, who coming into the game under the lights. There was a protest by the Wolves fans, etc. So
yeah,
it's never going to be a great atmosphere. But irrespective of that, it's such a poor team, a poor performance. I have zero hope in them any which way. And I just feel like I say, we've got the injuries at the back. Yeah, we've got Timbo's possibly out. We've got Calafiori definitely out because he's got a yellow card. Mosquera definitely out. Saliba possibly back, possibly out.
Probably out.
Gabriel definitely out, etc. But we could have bloody, Manan back there, and I'd be confident we wouldn't concede. So
It's okay.
no, but I just feel for Wolves fans so much because they're just they're a poor team, and it doesn't seem to matter who the bloody manager is and what formation they play. My only concern is another defeat, another poor performance, another statistical nightmare in terms of all the data that they're going through. Does that then push, let's say, Rob Edwards into going, right, we need to change it up. We need a change in formation. We need to do something different. And then all of a sudden, like a Leeds United at halftime against Man City,
but then
changed formation and
sure.
Guardiola didn't have an answer for 20 minutes, and it becomes a closer game than it needs to be, and it takes time for Arteta to figure out, or whatever it is, do you know what I mean? Just one of those little things where it could be the perfect game for him
sure,
to
but
try
then
something.
you look at the individual players, individually on every single position, we are like 3 times better. So I wouldn't be too worried about any tactical changes from them being like what the fuck are we supposed to do?
No, I know.
It would be like just take the ball, do what you need to do.
Yeah, no.
They have confidence enough, Arsenal, especially coming from this game with 2 super goals from Manuik and Martinelli. So we can't lose away to Aston Villa, and then coming into a game where we should bounce back and where we probably will bounce back. Home to Wolverhampton, Arteta won't let that happen.
No.
Happened.
No, okay, yeah. So, for the interests of fairness and making things exciting, I will go 7-0.
Yeah, that happens in the Premier League sometimes. Actually from time to time. It's been a long time since Arsenal did that, but yeah, that's
Um,
perfect.
and I've written it how they write it when it comes up on the score, the video, the video printer where it comes up with 7 in brackets in case you're a bit stupid, you don't know it says 7.
And it's
So
just like a really weird way to write a one. You know,
exactly.
yeah.
Either
Right,
way,
let's.
3 points.
Yeah, should be definitely.
Leicester?
Hey,
Did you say Leicester?
should be definitely. I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Leicester have been
Leicester, fucking hell.
Leicester are back in the Prem, mate.
Oh, are they? Fantastic.
Hope not.
Good for them.
Moving on.
In the Russian Premier League, maybe.
What?
Anyway, yeah, moving on. In the Russian Premier League, maybe.
Oh, okay. You
Okay.
did say that. Yeah.
I did, yeah. Anyway, moving on to the Sunday then. We're staying in London. Crystal Palace are hosting Manchester City.
Corker.
You'll be watching?
I will. I'll be tuning in for this one, mate. I'll tell you that for free. It'll be
Yeah,
on.
no.
It'll be on in the
It'll be
background
good.
because
Sunday playing Newcastle, yeah.
yeah, that was the other thing. Is
Anyway,
the
yeah.
Tyne-Wear derby
Hmm.
is also there. We get onto that. We'll get onto that. We got time. We got.
Yeah,
a few
sure.
minutes.
So Crystal Palace, Manchester City. I was a little bit disappointed with Crystal Palace, playing when they hosted the other Manchester team, that being United, obviously. I really, really thought they would win that one, but they disappointed me. But that being said, it's Crystal Palace is the bogey team for Manchester City. Actually, they
Mhm.
tend to do really fucking well against them. So, and if Manchester City, if they concede 4 against Fulham away, they can definitely, for sure they can concede 4 against Crystal Palace. So,
100%.
that's my take. That's my initial sort of thought with that. What do you reckon for this one?
I mean, for me, Palace always seem to be the team that go 2-0 up against City in the first half, 2 early
Hmm.
goals, and then just capitulate to fuck and end up losing 4 or 5-2.
Andros Townsend, 2 goals, boom, first half.
Yeah, yeah, just twatting it with his left foot into the top bins from
Oh
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely out of nowhere, unbelievable. But I don't know. It's something. The fact you brought up Man United that annoys me a little bit now because I was going into this one thinking I've got high hopes on Palace doing very well here, but then you
Yeah.
reminded me about that poor game, and it's like this could just be a routine performance from Man City. They've just gone to the
Would
Bernabeu
be, yeah,
and
definitely
picked up
like a
3 points.
free 3-0 win. Fuck off.
Yeah, get in, get out, fuck off. Um,
Yeah.
but so for me, no, I'm gonna stick my neck out a little bit. Palace are in a bit of form now. 3 wins on the spin in all competitions, albeit playing Burnley, Fulham, and I think it was Shelburne in Ireland last night.
So,
That does
oh
affect
yeah.
things in terms of obviously playing Thursday, Sunday is never good. Uh,
Hmm.
PTSD from the Arsenal days of the Europa League for that. But City were in, but the Bernabeu I was going to say Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Uh, which obviously a tough game. So listen, they're not unbeatable. They shipped 4 goals against Fulham. They obviously conceded against Madrid. You expect them to, but they did. Do
Hmm.
you know what I mean? So they they let in 2 at home to Leeds. They lost at bloody home to Leverkusen. They're not unbeatable. People just seem to suddenly think because they've closed the gap on Arsenal to 2 points that they're this suddenly machine again. Now,
Yeah, but
given
that's yeah.
yeah, given
With
they
also losing just a single game, man. It's the internet goes fucking crazy, and that's basically just a compliment to Arsenal, to how fucking good they are, and people know it. So
Sure.
whatever.
I think as well it helps that Foden's back in form. I think the fact that they've scored 13 goals in their last 4 games and Haaland scored just 2 of those is
yeah,
is that was a question for them 3-4 weeks ago. What happens when Haaland stops scoring because he's the only one that's scoring? Well, now Foden's taken on. Now you've got Ruben Diaz banging one in from 25 yards like a fucking idiot against Sunderland for no reason whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
listen, they're a danger, but they're not unbeatable. I think Palace will give them a very good game, and I'm going to go with 2-2. Desmond 2-2 for me.
I like that. It's good.
What are you thinking for that one?
It's good. I don't really. Well, mate, I don't have a clue, because I sometimes it just comes to me. Sometimes I basically can just feel it. But this one, I don't know. Both will score.
Mm-hmm.
Both will score. Palace 2-1.
Palace 2-1.
So it'll be the other way around now, because they lost against Manchester United at home 2-1. Now it's their time to beat a Manchester team 2-1. Yeah, perfect. Moving on then to the Nottingham Forest Tottenham Hotspur game, also on the Sunday, 3 o'clock UK time. It is not. That's the Swedish. That's the Swedish time.
It is.
Yeah, and you figure out for yourself wherever you are in the world to figure the kickoff out. The kickoff time. But Nottingham Tottenham, and I feel, looking at the games, man, it feels like a fucking golf fest, man. At least like 3 goals in each and every game, potentially. Except when we come to Sunday Newcastle, it's going to be 0-0, but it's just going to be a battlefield.
Okay, interesting.
But yeah, Nottingham Tottenham. I don't. Yeah, as I said, I believe both will score here as well. Tottenham tends to do better away from home. Now they actually won at home last time. I did it quite emphatically as well to Brentford.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and on paper as well, Tottenham are the better team. So you have 2-1 Tottenham for me.
Whoa, 2-1 Tottenham. Okay.
Maybe 2-0. Maybe 2-1.
Sorry, go on. 2-1, 2-0. What do you want?
2-1.
2-1. I will go 1-0 Forest.
Liking it.
1-0 Forest, mate. 1-0 Forest. Fuck them. And that's Spurs, not Forest, obviously. I do apologise to all our Spurs listeners.
You don't have to.
All
Moving on then to the Tyne Derby that you were on a little bit.
Tyne Derby, mate. I'm looking forward to this one. Just a bloodbath, mate, to be honest. I'm just looking forward to them just absolutely smashing into,
That is something for the neutral, seriously, to watch, even though, you don't really have to be interested in fucking football, man. Just have a look, have a sit down, and just grab a beer and just enjoy World War III. I think. I mean, it's the first time they face each other on the highest level. I think since, I don't know, too many years.
Since 2016, 2015.
Yeah, so there you go. I think they played each other in the Carabao Cup, was it the FA Cup, whatever. But yeah, it's as well. Sunderland being the hosts for this one, that is special for them. So do you see any red cards in this one, or are you gonna be disappointed with like, oh, so just oh,
Well,
2 yellow cards and that's it.
well, the funniest thing about that is, right, Luke O'Nien, who
Yeah,
is just come back from injury and he's just got, came into to make the Premier League debut for them. He actually got sent off against Man City right at the very end, came on for 2, 3 minutes and got sent off. He would be an absolute shoo-in for bookings and cards, etc.
yeah. That's the
Um,
sort of bets you do.
and the other side of the coin is Joel Linton would be banging for, but he went off injured the other day. So
Oh
he's the
yeah.
doubt for this game now. So I don't know if it's going to be a bloodbath anymore. Maybe it'll just be a little gentleman's game of,
You
croquet or
disappoint me.
something.
Yeah, you still have a Granit Xhaka in there.
Granit Xhaka,
Bruno Guimaraes.
Bruno Guimaraes. To be fair, that in itself is going to absolutely boil fucking piss both of those. Honestly, I can see it now because the way you, get into the hearts of Newcastle fans or Sunderland fans as a player is if you smash the absolute out of the opposition player and just get up and be like, yeah, whatever, mate. Do you know what I mean?
You
Like,
can't say shit. You can't say shit.
I say it all, and I'm trying to cut back, but um, so for me, I think those are the two type of players that will absolutely lap it up. I feel like,
Mm.
in fairness, Granit Xhaka has got a bit more of um, a control over his aggression as the years have gone by.
Mm. Mm.
I feel like Bruno Guimaraes is certainly someone who, if his lid comes off, mate, he's absolutely lost he's out of his tree. Like he's
I think,
completely.
yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Nick Woltemade, he seems to have a little bit of an attitude. But coming from the
Oh,
Bundesliga,
okay. Where's that coming from?
I mean, you saw the game against Arsenal, Gabriel, and he has a little bit of an attitude. I
Yeah,
think.
but
I obviously,
yeah,
I think he needs that as well. You know, being coming from the Bundesliga, trying to make people actually take him for real, basically. And so I think it's needed for him to have that sort of nitty gritty attitude a little bit.
I,
I don't know, but right?
I think that was good though. That particular incident where Gabriel kicked him or caught him or whatever. I thought it was actually a very good reaction from him. He didn't go down. He didn't try and get him sent off. He kind of almost chased him a little
Yeah,
bit and was like,
yeah.
what the fuck are you doing?" kind of thing. Um, I don't know. So yeah, maybe. But listen, it's gonna be a good game, and I'd love to be watching Palace City, like actually engaging in. We might have to go multi-screen here, and you know I don't know what I'm gonna have to do,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
those are two big games that I need to be watching. Um,
What's your prediction then for the Sunderland Newcastle?
God, can we just do red
Nil
cards instead of scoreline? Can we just do red cards?
4-3 Newcastle. No, 0-0 for me. 0-0.
Oh,
It's gonna stay a war, and that's it. So not gonna be much football, I think. Also,
I.
it's
Mm,
watching this as a neutral going in, from the very kickoff. The very first tackle for me. That is somewhat, you set the scene a little bit. You see, you take, I don't know, it's like I don't know, the first tackle that is important for me to see. Okay, where we're going with this game. If it's like a sliding tackle, you know, fucking cuts both legs. I don't know. It's okay, so we're in for a fucking treat.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, so just from the very off, I think you should be watching this game, and then maybe just switch over to whichever game you like. But
Well, thank you, man.
No, I mean, just as a tip in general.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh, for sure.
I
Yeah,
would like to see the first sort of 3-4 minutes in this one. Um, they'll just set the tone
yeah,
with the first tackle, with the two first, maybe first two tackles or something. But yeah, it's
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Much the same. I think very difficult to separate these two teams, to be honest. And I think,
mm.
uh, yeah, I'm just gonna have to go 1-1. I think just as that feel of like I said, a very cagey, close affair, an absolute
Yeah.
war. I'm happy with 1-1 there. I'm looking forward to it though.
Lovely. Hey? Oh yeah.
I am looking forward
Lovely,
to it.
lovely, lovely. Right. Going back down then to London, mate, for the West Ham Aston Villa game. Aston Villa obviously
And
coming from
sad.
that big win against Arsenal, because it was a big victory for them, because it looked like they won the fucking World Cup. So yeah, big for them. Fantastically happy. No, I'm not super happy. Not excited at all about that. I don't know why the fuck I said that, but yeah. Anyway, good on them. I mean, this is the best form. I think they've won now 9 in a row, Aston Villa.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know which year that happened last?
Mm.
Way back.
19,
Yes.
1972.
Yeah, exactly. No. 1919.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
So you basically said it.
Yeah, basically.
1919. Yeah. No,
Do you know what's the craziest thing about that is when I started by saying 19, in my brain I actually didn't think, well, it's not that far, that it's not that long ago. It was over 25 years.
yeah.
That's madness in my head now.
How
Nine,
old does that
just
make you?
don't worry about that. 19, saying 19
1972, mate. That's 53 years ago.
yeah, that's a long time ago in my head. But just saying the word
Mm.
19 was like, because
Yeah. Oh yeah.
when you said a long time ago, I went 19 and I thought, Christ, it's not long enough. Like,
Oh yeah.
do you know what I mean? So that's why I went
That's
7.
weird, mate. That's how time works, and it's fucking scary.
Yeah, that's another podcast for another day. Which we tend to say a lot, mate. So we got a lot of these podcasts lined up where we're going to speak about other things that.
Yeah. We just have to make this the main one first, and then we're going to do loads and loads and loads and loads of spin-offs.
Exactly.
Um. Yeah. All right. West Ham, Aston Villa. Obviously, that is quite the difference in opposition for Aston Villa now.
Yep.
But I think good West Ham
Mm,
going to be a little, it's going to be 10 people, I believe. So just a 1-0 Aston Villa win for me. Again with a fucking super goal. 1-0
rolling with
Aston
the
Villa.
last. Listen, for me, Burnley, West Ham are not going to win the game, but at some point, Aston Villa stop winning. West Ham are on a very
Yeah.
good run. 6 games they've had now where they've only been beaten once by Liverpool.
Are they still in the relegation zone?
Oh yeah, God yeah, oh God yeah. They are, but they're 2 points from safety. Do I think they're going to be at the end of the weekend outside the relegation zone? No, I do not. But I think they'll be a step
Well,
closer.
they will be, won't they? If Nottingham win and oh yeah, not Nottingham win. Sorry, yeah, my mistake. Yeah, go on.
Your mistake. Yes. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with a barnstorming. Just when you're watching a game and it's like goal plinged up. There's a goal. There's a goal. I'm going to go 3-3. 3-3. I don't mind it. And the reason I don't mind it is because I've predicted it. Or I've predicted it because I don't mind it.
Obviously, that is
3-3.
That is poetry.
It is poetry in motion, mate. And it's going to derail the Aston Villa title charge. Just as
they're not pushing for the title, mate.
Listen. They have given it Barry big bollocks all week that they're in a title race, and that's fine. All props to them. They beat us. They closed the gap to 3 points. Fantastic. Okay, they're in a title race at this moment in time. But
they beat us on a fucking penalty in the 95th minute. No, it wasn't a penalty, but it fucking looked like that. It felt like that in a way.
10 days ago, Chelsea got a big point at Stamford Bridge, and they were in a title race. Fast forward 10 days' time, mate. No, not even 10 days. Fast forward 3 days to Ellen Road, and they fucking lost, and they were 9 points behind us again, or whatever it was. Suddenly, they're not in a title race. The very same thing is going to happen with this Aston Villa team. As soon as they stop winning, they're going to go on a blip. This is what Unai Emery does.
Yeah.
This is classic Unai Emery.
Yeah,
When
he
was at Arsenal, he did exactly the same thing. He went 10 games in a row or something, winning games, and everyone was talking about, like, Christ alive, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're unbelievable.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for in another podcast as well. His position in the league, he will fucking finish sixth. I mean, that's his position.
Yeah. So, and listen, he might finish a little bit higher this year with Villa, the way they're playing and the way they're going. But this is Unai Emery in a nutshell for me. I think there comes a time where they don't win. They're on their run. They don't win, and he doesn't know how to fix it quickly, and they go 3, 4, 5 games without winning again before he realises how to change it and fix it, and then they start up on their little run again. So for me, it's going to end here at West Ham because they should win the game, but I just have a funny little feeling that West Ham are going to get something out of this game. Jared Bowen hat-trick. Cheers. I went too far. Fuck.
No, it's fine.
Fuck.
3-3 sounds fucking lovely, and a hat trick on top of that. So,
yeah.
Right, moving on then to we're staying in London for the Brentford Leeds game.
Brentford Leeds.
Leeds are they've picked up. Can you imagine? They went into before the Manchester City game, Chelsea game, and Liverpool game. They actually got 4 points from those games, and obviously that would have been okay for them. That would be very, very, very good for them actually beforehand. But take those 4 out, and they are in the relegation zone. Those 4 points out. So, I mean, they are not doing very well, generally. But in the last couple of games, they I don't know, they have something. It feels like they are just.
I don't know if I don't know if you're complimenting them or fucking having a go at them at this point.
Me neither, because I genuinely have no clue. But they have something, and they think they have enough ability to stay up.
So they have something, and whatever that something is, they have enough of it to stay up.
Yeah, like they are doing the fucking shitty work, and then they have a couple of players who, some good finishes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which we could see also in the 3-3 game against Liverpool now. There's some good goals there. But yeah, it's I believe they will stay up. But this game in particular, I don't know what to make of it. Brentford away. Brentford now lost, or quite emphatically, as we said, away to Tottenham. But super tricky game. Super tricky again.
For me, it's straightforward.
Okay. Good.
One of the best home records in the league against one of the worst away records in the league.
Yeah.
Standard. So, with that being said, it was going to be an away win for Leeds. No. With that being said, Brentford are going to win this game. And what's his name?
Thiago.
Yeah, he's going to bag. Igor Thiago is going to bag. End his little mini drought in North London where he couldn't score. Going to bag, and they're going to take all 3 points quite comfortably, I think. I think it's very similar to Chelsea where Leeds were playing, quite similar to Chelsea in the fact that Chelsea got up for the Arsenal game, got up for the Barcelona game, and then along came Leeds, and they didn't win that game because they weren't up for it as much as Leeds were. I think Leeds are very similar now. They got up for the Chelsea game, they got up for the Liverpool game. Now they're going to Brentford, a game where obviously it's a a game they need to be up for because they're at the bottom, but it's not the same glitz and glamour as a Liverpool at home, a Chelsea at home, City away, and those are 3 tough games back to back to back. And if you look at the game before that, they played Villa at home. So those 4 games takes a lot out of a team, regardless of the way that they've picked up points in them. It does take a lot out of the team. And Brentford very good at home. Leeds have got 3 points away from home all season, so I don't see that changing.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, that's
2-0 Brentford.
That's very good. I can imagine. Sorry, I mean that those 3, maybe 4 games then taking its toll on a team, like Leeds, and it feels like maybe a little bit they've been looking at these 3 games: City, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Chelsea, Liverpool, I should say, in order. So it feels like they come now away to Brentford, have not prepared at all. Let's do these 3 games. Let's do these fucking 120%, and then fucking hell, we're playing Brentford away. Oh well, fuck it.
Yeah,
It feels like that a little bit to me.
Bit like that,
Can you imagine they forgot to prepare?
Hey, it's happened before. It'll happen again. What's your score prediction?
3-1 Brentford.
3-1 Brentford. I don't mind it. I don't hate it.
Right, Monday night game again for Bournemouth, and again for Manchester. Bournemouth did play on Monday, like a couple of weeks back. I don't know. Manchester United did anyway. They played on the Monday. So it's going to be back to back Monday games for them. They're playing home to Bournemouth.
Yep.
Not particularly well, and people tend to talk about that. It's people bring it up when it's when they and it all up is like a master clever. But yeah, they are slipping.
Yeah, there's.
With that being said, it's go on.
They are, they're certainly going through a blip. They've tumbled down the table to 13th, mainly due to the fact it's very congested there. And listen, we kind of not expect them in. I guess pre-season, the fans are hoping for a mid-table finish, possibly pushing up towards a European spot. If like in a dream scenario, so to speak, I guess, with the summer that they had. So they're kind of in where they are expected to be. It just seems a lot worse because of the way that it's panned out at the last 5 or 6 games they haven't won.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's quite congested now in the league. It's so tight, and so they can, they are lucky. It is
Yeah.
that way, so they can actually benefit from that. So, but yeah, I mean, in the last 5 meetings between the sides, 2 wins Brentford, 2 wins Bournemouth, 2 draws, and just the one Manchester United win, which was the last game they played, 4-1 Manchester United. That's Old Trafford. It was the Premier League Summer Series, whatever that was.
Oh yeah, that would be
Yeah.
in the States then. Okay.
Do you know what? In the last 2 seasons,
Hmm.
it's been Manchester United, Bournemouth, at Old Trafford, Bournemouth twice.
Is history going to repeat
So
itself 3 times? Is it going to be 3 times in a row? 3-0 Bournemouth.
maybe. I mean, they can't lose forever. Bournemouth can't lose forever. So it's gonna be ah, it's a 2-2 game for me. This.
2-2.
Yeah.
Desmond 2-2. I think. I hate the fact this is the Monday game because if you need a point here to win the bloody thing, I don't want to be having to hope on Bournemouth. But I'm going to do it, mate. I'm going to throw it out there and I'm going to say 2-1 Bournemouth. They end the
Oh,
they end the rot.
loving it,
They end
loving it, loving it.
the drought, the rot, the rout, whatever you want to call it.
Perfect. Just
2-1.
before we finish off the podcast, just want to ask you about Xavi Alonso in Real Madrid.
Mm.
Because now talks in Spain say that they are saying that he might hang a little loose, actually, with a managerial job there. So, would that put pressure a little bit on the subject, to be to and also two of his ex-players, Wirtz and Frimpong, is it? Who he
Yeah.
played with when they unbeaten in the Bundesliga. So that will also be like a reunion for them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, just a thought that crossed my mind.
I
I think
mean,
he will be the Liverpool manager.
very, very, very likely if they choose to get rid of Slot and if Madrid choose to sack Alonso. I think it's the most
Yeah,
natural, you know, don't want to say progression because it's not a progression because he's gone from Madrid to Liverpool and he's been sacked and yada yada. But they wanted him previously and he chose to go to Madrid. So do they go back in for him again? Possibly. I mean, they'd want him, obviously, but
Mhm.
you have to think of the powers that be at Liverpool. He's turned him down once for the Madrid job. You
Yeah.
know, it's yeah. I guess they would go back in for
Water
him.
under the bridge, mate.
Yeah, he's obviously played there and he done very well there. So he's a legend there. By all intents and purposes. So absolutely, would I be worried? Yeah, I'd be worried because I think he's a very good manager. Obviously, he struggled a little bit at Madrid for whatever reason. I think the Liverpool squad's brilliant, in my opinion. There's obviously a few positions that need a little bit of, you know, healing and a bit of, TLC. Bringing a few players in those positions and make allowances for your Salahs and your Van Dijks who are getting on a little bit now and sort of moving out. That is a worrying portion of the Liverpool squad to replace those kind of players. But that being said, yeah, he's a fantastic manager, and I think the squad's very, very good. And if they replace those players I mentioned with young, fresh, exciting talent and give him the job midway through the season and let him start next season with them after being in the job for 3 months, getting used to everything, they'll be a very, very good team next season. But listen, we'll see. It's all ifs and buts until something happens at either Madrid, Liverpool, or in between. It's
Eh,
all. If
Maybe you should log on to Spencer Speed or something to place a little bet there. Xabi Alonso being the Liverpool manager before the season's over.
100%.
Or something.
Oh,
great monologue there. Great answer. Great monologue. Perfect.
Good way to end the podcast where we have nobody listening.
Really neat. Well, I am.
I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. That's why we do it. That's why we do it. Anyway, good positive podcast, that one, mate. Another week done, predictions wise. Coming out Saturday morning, 6 a.m. in England, 7 a.m. in Sweden. Sunday we'll be back. No. Monday we'll be back, 6 a.m. England, 7 a.m. Sweden time with our review and roundup. Obviously, we won't have the review of the Man United game, but nobody cares about that one. So, moving on. Anyway, no, listen. Great stuff, mate. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the Tyne-Wear derby after the Gooners win 7-0 against Wolves.
Whoops, okay, yeah.
Put that bet on as well, mate. Do it before the game. Do it.
That would be a great bet to do afterwards, though. Can you imagine?
I'll tell you what, though, very quickly before we...
If it finishes 7-0, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Finish 4-0, I'm going to fucking go 7-0 anyway.
What's the... Has Kelleher saved another penalty yet or not? Is he...
No. I'm looking forward to him doing that on Sunday.
Fantastic, mate. He's going to do it.
A Premier League penalty save, that is.
Fantastic. Yeah. No, he's gonna do that against Leeds.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin missed the penalty. Yeah.
Win your bet. Jobs are good, mate.
Yeah. All right, mate. Talk Sunday. You take care.
Perfect, mate. Sounds great. Speak to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lyle's got the stats stacked high. Robin's got a hot take flying by.
They're chatting goals and red card cries, talking Premier League all night.
15 minutes, they keep it tight, but the banter's hotter than a Friday night. Full-time 15, grab a brewski cold, talking football stories, legends and gold. From the pitch to the mic, they're keeping it clean.
Praying to the podcast,
God, they don't get seen. Robin says,
Lyle, you're dreaming.
mate, that striker's toast.
Now worth the wait.
Lyle fires back. You're out of your mind.
His boots are magic.
Give it some time.
Two voices clash, but it's all in fun.
Football debates till the match is won. Full-time 15, grab a brewski cold, talking football stories, legends and gold.
From the pitch to the mic, they're keeping it clean. Praying to the podcast, guys.
They don't get seen.